Good morning, Facebook. I'm at home. I got stuck in traffic on the way back, so I didn't quite make it to the office. So I thought I'd do my Facebook Live at home. I'm holding my camera as well. All these things I hate about life, but I believe in persistence, not perfection. And it is 11:04, which is not bad. I said I'd make it for 11. Day 2, and I didn't make it for 11, but hey ho, here I am. So, what is professionalism? It's really funny, when I decided to do these Facebook Lives again, I thought to myself, the trouble with doing Facebook Lives is coming up with topics. But I can tell you now, if you're in any way in a business setting, topics appear, and one of them appeared yesterday, which was about professionalism. So I'll tell you a little bit about professionalism from my point of view. Professionalism is a cultural phenomenon. Professionalism. There are no rules with professionalism. You define the rules yourself. So I'll give you a couple of examples of that. And I think they're quite important examples. The first job I had, I worked in a school. It was a college, actually, sixth form college, one of the best colleges in the country at the time. And I used to rock up and I'd have jeans on, or I'd have combat bottoms or something like that. And my boss used to get pissed off. He was like, "Matt, you're supposed to wear trousers and shoes." And I hated wearing trousers and shoes. I was like, I was 18. I felt like I was still at school, so I was like, I don't want to do that, and I rebelled against it all the time. I rebelled against it at school as well. But it was a common understanding that the IT department would wear trousers and shoes and a shirt. And it was really odd because not all the other departments, the teachers didn't wear that. It was just my boss defined professionalism that we would wear trousers, shirt and shoes. Then I moved into a couple of other roles, and I got another role at a different school, and there was no idea that you had to wear trousers, shirt and shoes. And guess what? I started wearing trousers, shirt and shoes. And in fact, you'll know, as you can see with what I've got on, I've got trousers, shirt and shoes on now. Nobody in my office wears trousers, shirt and shoes. It is just me. And that's because I feel more comfortable now in my setting with my own defined professionalism that I wear trousers, shirt and shoes. I also think that I like undressing and taking work off, if you know what I mean. I've spoke to a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners and stuff, and they define their own professionalism. They say, I hate wearing trousers, shirt and shoes. It just doesn't really represent me. Well, for me, I'm more than comfortable with it. When I'm in a business setting, I prefer to do that. If I'm working in the field, we're doing videos or something, I'll maybe change that somehow. But you'll see that if you look at my shoes... Oh, hold on, what's happened? It's all gone wrong. If you look at my shoes... God, can I get to my shoes? Can you see them? I have my Converse on. That's my... That was another issue when I was working at the college, actually. They used to say, "Matt, can you just wear shoes?" And I was like, "I don't own shoes." And he said, "Go and buy some shoes then." But Converse are comfortable, right? If you're walking around a lot, Converse are comfortable, DCs, that kind of thing. Anyway, I'm focusing on dress sense, right? Because this is a big part of what people think professionalism is. But the conversation started yesterday with somebody's LinkedIn profile. It had on their LinkedIn profile, it said, their cover photo said, "Build cool shit." That was the profile. And people said, well, is this professional? In this environment, people have defined LinkedIn as the professional network. I think LinkedIn call it that themselves. And there's this kind of understanding that if we're in the corporate environment, not everybody is on LinkedIn living in a corporate environment, by the way. But there's this understanding that because it's a professional network, you can't swear. In fact, if you write shit in a message on LinkedIn, it will tell you, "Are you sure you want to post this? It's a professional network." And it really doesn't work very well because that is the definition of professionalism from their point of view. Now, I'm in a group. Karen's just joined. Hey, Karen. Karen's in that group as well, called Coffee with Dan. And his book is called Get Shit Done. A lot of the entrepreneurs, a lot of the growth hackers, a lot of the business owners in that group prefer no bullshit language. And I can tell you, having worked in an enterprise environment, a corporate environment for many years, I've been in many boardrooms where they don't sit there and not swear at each other, and they don't say, guys, let's get this shit done, or let's fucking do this. That doesn't happen. Every single meeting I've been in, somebody drops an F-bomb, or says get shit done or something like that. You know, this is the reality of life. Why? Because we're all bloody grown-ups. Like, we don't have those issues that children have where people say you can't do that. In fact, it's funny, in most meetings when I first meet people face to face for the first time, and a lot of the coaches that I know will say this is a bad thing, but I sort of downplay the way I talk. I try to not drop a shit or whatever in there, and I wait for them to do it. And once they've done it, then I know I can be myself. And it's really sad, that, isn't it? Because I should be myself. I talk about the coffee shop version of you quite a lot, and I believe in the coffee shop version of you. And that's why I'm probably trying to get out of contracting and the corporate environment, because I'm sick and tired of this assumed professionalism that the corporate world has. So what happened on this thread, because I'm digressing a little bit, is a few people said, is it professional? And they said, no, it's very unprofessional. You shouldn't swear in a professional environment, blah, blah, blah. And I just said, for those of you that think it's unprofessional, get off your dinosaur, which is a play on one of my favourite films, Step Brothers. Anyway, professionalism, define it yourself. You can still make millions and millions of pounds, or billions in Steve Jobs' case, dressed in jeans and a t-shirt. And you can say shit, nobody will die. That's the end of my professionalism conversation. Shaky Jake, I hate not having a tripod and a mic. Anyway, need to keep them with me all the time. Okay, bye-bye, guys. Thanks for watching. Oh, has anyone got anything to say? Let's have a quick look at the comments. Quite a few people joined. Nobody says anything to me anymore. Good on you, fella. Thanks, Nigel. Appreciate that, mate. Anyone else? Nope. Nobody else. Okay, bye-bye, guys.